Hello and welcome back to Mate's Tottenham blog and to another episode of Transfer Talk. Today we're going to be taking a look at a development in the deal to bring Ryan and Steven Sessegnon to Tottenham this summer. Now before we get started in the video, if you want more transfer content like this and a lot more when the season gets started, please don't forget to subscribe to the channel and like the video. Thank you. The latest on this deal is that an announcement is apparently imminent. So this is according to a Twitter account called Tottenham in the Know. I'm going to leave a link in the description to this page. Twitter accounts obviously are very unreliable and you could never know what you're reading on there. But this account has actually predicted the Ndombele deal back before the Champions League final, the price that we're going to pay for him as well. And he's also called the Andre Gomez deal to Everton and Kian Etete, the young Notts County striker that we signed earlier in the window. So it's kind of hard not to take this with a small level of seriousness, but also, you know, a pinch of salt because it is a Twitter account. But this account has claimed that an announcement to sign Ryan and Steven Sessegnon is imminent. And it's one that I'm excited to see. Obviously, he's not a big money signing to replace Danny Rose, who has already said he may leave the club this summer. But he's a young, exciting player who could be a future star for us. I mean, we also signed Rose when he was very young, when no one really knew who he was. So, you know, I hope this deal gets done. Ryan Sessegnon obviously plays with Fulham at the moment. He's a 19-year-old left-back, but he can also play up in the left wing, and he's a very attacking fullback, which obviously suits us very well. He was a regular player in the Fulham team for 2 years now, one season in the Championship and one in the Premier League, and he was a real standout player for them that season. They got promoted from the Championship. He attracted a lot of interest from Premier League clubs, mainly Manchester United and of course Tottenham. So unfortunately, when he made that step up into the Premier League, he really struggled a lot. He wasn't mentioned that much. A lot of interest in him actually kind of faded during that campaign. But there's a number of reasons that he didn't have as good a year as some would have expected him to have. Obviously, as such a young player, it's really difficult to make that step up to the Premier League. It would be at any age, but he was just 18 making that step after only one season in professional football. So you can see why he had a lot of difficulties there. And also, there were so many changes within the Fulham team and the coaching staff throughout the year. You know, they spent over £100 million in the transfer window, and it was almost a completely different team to what they had in the Championship, and it never really gelled, which ultimately is why they got relegated. But also had three managers throughout the season. I mean, they started with Slavisa Jokanovic and ended up with Scott Parker, and I think it was Ranieri they had in the middle, which three very different managers. So it's hard to get used to anything when there's changes going on all the time. So you can understand why he had a really poor season and why Tottenham are still interested in him. He, as an attacking fullback, he's going to fit into our team really well. He has a lot of pace, he can shoot. One time in playing as a left back in the Championship, he actually scored a hat-trick for Fulham. So that kind of tells you all you really need to know. He loves to get forward. He can cross the ball. He's gathered a number of assists over the last couple of years as well. So I'd be really excited to see him sign. As I said, he's not the big money signing that we'd be hoping for, but if, you know, signing a young player in this position and maybe one or two others allows us to make the deal for Tanguy and Ndombele, you know, ultimately it will be worth it because, you know, Ben Davies is still there. It's not like Sessegnon's going to have it all on his shoulders himself. So obviously the other part of this deal is Sessegnon's twin brother Steven. He's a right back, obviously 19 as well. He hasn't really broken into the Fulham first team yet. He made 9 appearances in the Premier League youth competition last year. So he's not at the same level as his brother, but, you know, if he's coming as well, it's hardly going to be a bad thing unless, of course, there's an excessive fee, which I doubt there will be. So this deal has been one that's been spoken about for quite a while, as I said. So hopefully it can get over the line and Sessegnon will be one of a number of players coming into the club this summer to improve our squad. So that's all for this video today. Don't forget to leave down in the comments below what you think about this potential signing, as well as all of our dealings in the transfer window so far. And as always, please don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you want more content like this. Thanks for watching.